What happens when we defer our financial decisions to, even if you're younger, to your parents, to your spouse, even to the 401k choices with your employer plan? You don't understand your why. You don't understand as to like the motivation or the empowerment. You're just like skating by and like, okay, I'll deal with that later and sometime I'll get to this or that or whatever. And the other thing, I'm telling you, we have got to step into this financial power. What's going on, everybody? Julie Murphy here. And wow, I am sitting here watching people defer their financial conversations or decisions, I'll say, to other people. Do you do that? Well, let me help you get through that because it's not as scary as you may think. Julie Murphy, I've been here for the last 27 plus years being a financial planner, and I have learned a couple things of how to step into your financial empowerment and create exactly the life that you love. And now's the time. But we have to stop getting you to defer to other people to help you with those financial decisions or make the financial decisions. Do me a favor, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Why? Because I'm going to help you get to a life that you absolutely love. The challenge is most of us feel financially stuck. And I don't care if you're making $40,000 a year or $400,000 a year. Many of us feel stuck. We're stuck because of all the debt that we have in our society, from student loan debt, credit card debt, mortgage debt, whichever. And then what happens is we get into this state of financial overwhelm. And then I always say that we work things out and we act it out. And we do it through our money, through our health, and our relationships. And the biggest challenge that I see out there right now is that we're pigeonholing ourselves and we feel trapped. And that's what then creates the disease in our body. And we keep working harder and we keep trying to make it work. And let's just add a layer of a pandemic on top of that. And, Ukrainian stuff and Russian stuff and whatever else that stuff is around the world that's actually trying to just distract you from exactly what you need to nail in your own personal world. Because remember, when you shift yourself from a financial front, you shift the grid, the energy grid for everybody else around you. I know it may sound nuts, but I am telling you, money is energy, just like everything else. Albert Einstein proved that E equals MC squared. So let's just understand that money is energy. So you're this person that may defer, whether you defer to your spouse. Ladies, we are guilty of this. We are absolutely guilty of this. We defer to, especially if you're an at-home mom, stop doing it. Stop deferring to somebody else for your financial decisions. You may say, well, me and money and numbers don't get along. Well, let me tell you, ladies, you're going to live longer than the man in your life. So you better get a clue at some juncture. And what no better time than the present while that person is still in your life, right? Because what happens when we defer our financial decisions to, even if you're younger, to your parents, to your spouse, even to the 401k choices with your employer plan, you don't understand your why. You don't understand as to like the motivation or the empowerment. You're just like skating by and like, okay, I'll deal with that later and sometime I'll get to this or that or whatever. And the other thing, I'm telling you, we have got to step into this financial power. And that's why today I wanted to talk to you about how we can stop deferring those choices. Well, the first step is just choose to stop being afraid of it, right? Stop being afraid of money. You may have made tons of financial mistakes. You may be a complete creative person and you just don't know what it's about. Get some help. Meaning you still make the decisions, but you get information from different parties to support you to have it rise to the top. So, one, we have to step into it and start to engage. Stop being afraid, number one. Number two, engage. Stop being afraid, then engage. Now, engagement into your financial decisions may seem scary at first, right? That's okay. It's absolutely okay if you feel a little scared. Think of it like a little nervousness, right? But it only becomes that if you give power and control over to it. You're in charge. You are the creator of your life. And you can create whatever it is that you desire, right? Whatever you desire, right? So I'm going to challenge you in this next week. I want you to step into, how can I choose to step into a little bit more financial empowerment in my own financial decisions and in my own world? You have got to look at, how are you not having the courage to step into the conversation, and or why are you not comfortable stepping into the conversation about that awkwardness, about, I have an opinion too. And trust me, I'm a strong chick and I know exactly in the times that I've done that. And you don't have to be female to negotiate yourself away, but I find that men do it a lot less than women. So, as hard as the conversation may be, I remember days where I was sitting there feeling nervousness and I felt like I was like gonna throw up sometimes when I was like, okay, this is what's true for me, and drop the bomb and be like, let's see how that one's gonna land. It's kind of like buying those $600 jeans. Like, we already bought them. It's already on the credit card. And he doesn't realize till 30 days later. It's like, whew, I bought them and he didn't realize it yet. Right? Well, it always catches up with you, right? These are the silly things and the silly behaviors that we do when we act out financially. But it's all because this woman was not choosing to step into empowerment in her financial decisions. And the only way that you find a reason to change is finding something that you desire more than actually this acting out, whether it's a dream that you have or a goal or something of that nature. So I would encourage you over this next week to take a look at, where are you deferring your financial decisions to? Or are you becoming a mute and just not saying your opinion because, well, I'm just trying to keep the peace? Well, I'm telling you, that peace is going to grow into a big old snowball, and it's going to be a boulder at some point, and it's going to go kaboom. And let's talk about it now when it's a little uncomfortable as opposed to a big bomb. Because you need to increase that open communication as to why you're not stepping into your power and speaking your truth. And this is usually what I see when people are deferring to somebody who knows money better than them. Guess what? They built the muscle too. You can do it as well. And it's time to step into a life of empowerment on your financial front and know that you're good enough and you can do this. You just have to love yourself enough to decide what's your compelling reason to do it, right? I hope this was helpful. Please hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell, because why? We're going to get you to a life that you absolutely love. I'm telling you, we're there. And also, I'm doing 3-month coaching segments with people. So if you go to juliemurphy.com, join one of our groups to support you to create the life that you absolutely love. We're going to get you there. Talk to you soon. Bye.